Hello everyone. Hope you all doing very well. This is Ashish sir, your computer teacher for class 11th, session 2021. First of all, we will study or we will know that what you all are going to have in your class 11th syllabus. In front of you, the name of your book is given, Computer Science with Java, a textbook for class 11th by Sumita Arora. In class 9th and 10th, you were studied about BlueJ, but now you will study Java in class 11th. Java is an object oriented programming language, but in class 11th also we will do Java with the help of BlueJ. Before starting, I want to make it clear the difference between Java and BlueJ. What is Java? Java is an object oriented programming. And what is BlueJ? BlueJ is a platform where we do programming. So let us start our session by the syllabus and scope of class 11th computers. First of all, you should know that what will be the syllabus, and before syllabus you also have to know that what will be the paper pattern for class 11th. In class 11th you are having paper of 70 marks and 30 marks. 70 marks is your theory and 30 marks is your practical. In 70 marks, you will have two parts. The part 1, which is having 20 marks, and part 2 considers 50 marks. In part 1, 20 marks, this part will consist of compulsory short answer questions, testing knowledge, application, and skills reading to the entire syllabus. Whereas in part 2, 50 marks, this part will be divided further into three sections: section A, section B, and section C. In section A, each carrying 10 marks. And in section A, you will get three questions in which you have to attempt only two. Three questions, attempt only two. 10 marks each. Then section B, it is also carrying 10 marks, and here also you will get three questions and you will have to solve only two. And last section, that is section C, this is of 5 marks each. In this one also you will get three questions, and in these three questions you have to do only two. So this is the paper pattern of your class 11th. Then 30 marks, that is of your practicals, and 30 marks will be decided on your practical, in which this practical paper is also of 3 hours, in which you will get 90 marks for your planning session. Planning means you have to plan your program, then you have to write with the help of your pen and copy, and afterwards you will have to put down your pen, and next 90 minutes you have to program your codes. So this is the paper pattern. Now syllabus. If I talk about syllabus, you are having in your syllabus many things like numbers, encodings, propositional logic, hardware implementation, arithmetic operations, Then introduction to object oriented programming using Java, objects, primitive values, wrapper class, types and casting, variable expressions, statements scope, methods and constructor, array strings. Then after that, basic input output data file handling, that means binary and text, recursion, implementation of algorithm to solve problems, packages, trends. So I explained this syllabus in the pattern the questions asked in the paper. Let us, when you will buy this book, this is given in your book only. You will study and you will know better about that. So without wasting much of your time, let us start our today's class. Now I will start your first chapter, and in the first chapter the following topics we have to cover. In data representation, which is your chapter number 1, we have to study introduction of data representation, then numeral system, then digital number system, then number conversion, then binary representation of numbers, afterwards floating point representation, then binary arithmetic, afterwards adding and subtracting octal numbers, adding and subtracting hexadecimal numbers, adding and subtracting floating point numbers, limitations of finite representations, representing characters in memory, ISCI, that is Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange, and the last one is Unicode, that means universal coding. In this session, we will study about these things, that how these things are working and how what is the use of the digital number systems, number conversions, binary representation of numbers, floating numbers and other things in our data representation. So let us start our today's lecture with introduction of data representation. Our first topic is introduction of data representation. What is data representation? How data are represented? We will study in this one. Data representation refers to the form in which data is stored, processed, and transmitted. Means how we are going to store our data or process our data and transmit our data, we will study in this chapter, and this is also known as data representation. Then, in data representation, digitization is the process of converting information such as text, numbers, photo, or music into digital data that can be manipulated by electronic devices. Devices such as smartphones, iPods, and computers stores data in digital formats. By example, it is very clear, but still I will tell you, digital techniques have found their way into innumerable areas of technology. But the area of automatic digital computers is by far the most notable and most extensive. As we all know, a computer is a system of hardware that performs arithmetic operations, manipulates data, and makes decisions. In computer science, technology, business, and in fact most other fields of endeavor, we are constantly dealing with quantities, so are computers. Quantities are measured, monitored, recorded, manipulated, arithmetically observed, or in some other way utilized in most physical systems. In digital systems like computers, the quantities are represented by symbols called digits. In the second point, I told you about it. In data representation, digitization is the process of converting information such as text, numbers, photo, music into digital data that can be manipulated. So digitization is the process by which we convert our data into required form. So this is the introduction of data representation. Now the next topic we will deal with numeral system. Numeral system. Numeral system or numbering systems or simply number systems are a way of representing numbers by a finite set of distinct graphics, or a writing method for expressing numbers is called a numeral system. It is a way of representing numbers by a finite set of distinct graphic symbols or signs. This is the definition for numeral system. Means a writing method for expressing numbers is called a numeral system. This is the method by which we express our numbers. One more definition if I want to give, then a numeral system or system of numeration is a writing system for expressing numbers, that is a mathematical notation for representing numbers of a given set using digits or other symbols in a consistent manner. That means a numeral system is a writing system for expressing numbers, that is a mathematical notation for representing numbers of a given set. If I want to tell you that what is the definition tells over here, so then simply we can say numeral systems is a way to express how what is the meaning of different symbols, or what is the meaning of different mathematical notations that we can define in this numeral system. So numeral system is very clear by these definitions, and you can study it also. And if I say some numeral systems, then we are having Roman numeral systems, Greek numeral system. In Roman numeral system, you see by alphabets, by symbols of alphabets, you are defining some numbers. Like if you write X, that is the symbol of 10. If you write V, that means the symbol of 5. In the same manner, you are having Greek numeral systems, which tells us that they are also having some different symbols. One symbol I will tell, in Greek digit, if H is written, then decimal value for that one is 100. If M is written, then it is 10,000. Always keep in your mind that to represent numeral numbers, there are some radix or base. A base or radix tells us how many distinct graphic symbols are used to represent numbers in a number system. For example, in decimal number system, the base is 10. In the binary number system, the base is 2. In the octal number system, the base is 8. In the hexadecimal number, the base is 16. Many of you were studied this concept, I think so, in class 8th. So now let us move with our next slide and with the next topic. The next topic is digital number system. And in digital number system, we have to deal with 4 digital number systems. The most common digital number systems are decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. In slide also you see decimal number system 43. It is having a base 1 0. Then in binary number system, you see it is 2. In octal, it is 8. And in hexadecimal, it is 16. So these are the representations of different decimal number systems, different digital number system. I'm sorry. Decimal number system having base 10, binary number system having base 2, octal number system base having base 8, and hexadecimal number system having base 16. Many of you will ask, sir, in hexadecimal number system I have used A, F, E. So I will tell you further, because the full clarification about this is given further in the session. Now, first one, that is decimal number system. The decimal number system base 10 is combinations of 10 unique symbols, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These symbols are called digits, and numbers that are expressing using 10 digits are called decimal or base 10 numbers. Decimal number system is the combination of 10 unique symbols, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these numbers are defined by the base 10. Some examples: 2, 1 digit; 45, 2 digit; 643, 3 digits; 8784, 4 digits. In this system, the value of a digit is multiplied according to its placement in a numerical sequence. Base number, then 0, 1, 2, 3 from right to left. This I will explain you all with the following example, which is given in front of you all. Now see, I have to represent a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in DNS, that means decimal number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my number. Now see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is having 6 digits, and as I told before that the numbers counting will start from 0. Here some mismatch has been done. This is for 1, this is for this one, this is for this one, this is for this one, and this one is for this one. So please keep in your mind that this one is for this one. Now see, 10 to the power 0. 10 to the power 0 is just value of 1. If 10 to the power 1, that means 10. 10 to the power 2 means 100. 10 to the power 3 means 1000. 10 to the power 4 means 10,000. And 10 to the power 5 means 1 lakh. Now see, the following numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I have to achieve this number, then simply by its position we will multiply it. 6th digit, that means 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is my 6th digit here. Then I have multiplied it with 1. 1 into 10 to the power 5. Then this one is my 5th digit. So I have multiplied here with 2 into 10 to the power 4. This is my 4th digit. So I have multiplied it with 3 into 10 to the power 3. 4th digit 4 into 10 to the power 2. Sorry. 2nd digit 4 into 10 to the power 2. Then 1st digit 5 into 10 to the power 1. And 6th digit 6 into 10 to the power 0. And this has been proved here in down. You see, 1 into 1 lakh, 2 into 10,000, 3 into 1,000, 4 into 100, 5 into 10 and 6 into 1. So I have achieved here my answer, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry for the uh, misarrangement. Please, whatever I had said, you just go for that only. So this is the lecture for today's. Hope you all liked it. Thank you very much and have a nice day.